Welcome to Snip and Sip, unfiltered hair chat for the other 95%. What does that mean, Gabby?
The other 95% means that we are for every single hairdresser, not just the 5% on the very, very top. We are for home hairdressers, we're for salon owners, we're for suite owners, everyone. Come and watch us and listen to us.
And we're your hosts, Danielle and Gabby.
Hi.
And who have we got here to help us with this today?
Today we have the amazing Jade from Privé in Melbourne. We've got Janelle, a freelance stylist and sales manager. And we've got Gemma from Ardor in Perth. Hi guys, thank you.
Thanks for having us. Synchronised. Love it. That was planned.
Today we are talking about success beyond awards. So success not just with those social media followers or those massive trophies in our cabinets, and how can we go past that in our industry. So what I wanted to start with is we're going to give each other awards.
Love this.
All right. So I think we'll go round. Maybe I'll do Jade do Janelle. And I want to give everyone an award for something. Can we do that? Great.
Let's do it.
Okay, I'll start, Jade. I think I'm going to give you the award for the most positivity. Yeah, you could have and if I was going to give you a present for that award, it would be one of those books and it says Miss Happy. You know those ones?
Little Miss Happy.
Yeah, Little Miss Happy.
Borderline Little Miss Annoying, but Little Miss Happy.
Little Miss Happy, that's the award that you're getting.
Cute. Janelle, I am going to give you an award for Little Miss Brave. We're going to do Miss and N. Little Miss Brave. Do you know why? Because I feel like, obviously you're the special guest, and our first episode, I was having a hot sweat, and I'm super confident, and I just think throwing yourself in there, you've been amazing, yeah. No, you've been brilliant. So lovely having you, lovely getting to know you. Welcome to the family.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Love that, Little Miss Brave.
I nominate Gemma, and you are the winner of the award for Successful Salon in WA.
Thanks.
That's so good.
A personality, we call it.
You could actually put that on your website now.
I can.
Most successful salon in WA, as voted by Janelle.
Get it on the front.
Number one salon. You could do it.
So we're doing Little Miss or award? Well, Little Miss. I want to do Little Miss Happy for you because you're always smiling.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. All right, mine's a bit different because I'm doing Gabby. I'm going to go Little Miss Popularity because she's related to someone in every town in Australia.
I am.
Which means she knows someone from everywhere.
I do.
There you go.
Yeah, it is me. Fabulous. Well, what we want to talk about, as we were saying, is awards. And now we all are award winners. Congratulations, guys. Put that on your Instagram. Little Miss Popular.
Down the bottom,
Bye,
little
Janelle.
asterisks.
Well, actually, that's what I really want to talk about is are those awards relevant? Who gives those awards and how do we know what the best ones are? So I guess the first thing we want to talk about is success beyond awards. Can you be successful without an award or a massive Instagram following?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't think we need an award to... And what is success, really? What does it look... Success is what it looks like to us, really. It's like when you obviously hit your own targets and your own goals in life, that's success to me. Mm-hmm. So I don't really necessarily... I mean, an award would be nice.
You just got one. What do you want?
Talk about ungrateful.
Do you think you would have more value or would you feel more value if you were awarded something other than best salon in WA? Well, I don't think you can be that award. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's nice getting an award, isn't it? Everyone, I don't know. But then does it equate to something, really?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever applied for any awards?
I actually have this year applied for to go into the thing, but I just thought it's more of I don't know what it is, just for a little bit of the ego. No, I think it is nice. Obviously, people do look for that in salons, don't they? They do sometimes especially I think people that work for you as well, if you can get a salon team award.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I think that it has a place. I feel like it does bring value. Should it make you feel more valuable? No, because you should know your worth and your value, and so should your team. But whether we like it or not, a client wants to go to an award-winning salon. And you know what? Even if you have on your thing, finalist of the year for this, it's still a credits for something, but it actually means nothing, right? Because you didn't win. But no, it's the truth. But it is, although there's a place for it, and I agree it gives value, I do think it's a little bit of BS because it is bias. It is, and there are so many incredible salons that are so successful in staff retention, in growth, in ethos, mission, values, all the things. And they might just not have applied for an award. And so does that mean that they're less successful than someone that got the flag and the trophy? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And so, yeah, there's no measure of success. Like, what is success? It's different for everyone. There's a place for it, but it's a little bit, it's a little bit of BS.
So you can survive without it, though.
You can survive without it, but it does give you a little bit of an edge, a little bit of extra value.
Mm-hmm.
I really take my hat off to everybody that is entering the awards because the craftsmanship, the time, the money, the effort that's put into it is so huge. Like, it's not something that interests me ever, but there's definitely a place, like we were talking about in one of the episodes, how hairdressing is changing. If we take that away, what else do we have? Like
That creativity.
Totally. Like,
Can I just flag something? Oh my God, I was referring mainly to business awards when I'm talking about this, just so you know, the creative side,
gotcha, yeah.
I think is totally different because it's an outlet for people to express themselves in their creative passion.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that that's a bit of BS because it's not. That's really cool, right?
Yes, yeah.
Business awards, to have an award for being the best salon or the best this, the best that it has a place and it brings value. But yeah, if you have staff that want to use their creativity to express, like we had a team member last year that was like, really want to do this. I was like, we'll fund it. Let's go. Let's do it. It's not my thing, but let's do it. That's not BS. Yeah. There's a place for that. Just to be clear, I was like, I'm going to get so much backlash on this.
No, I was referring to business as well.
Yeah, business awards, yeah. So who pays our bills, though? Like, are those awards paying our bills? Realistically,
You might get some new clients in from it. Like we were saying, there are definitely clients seeking the best. You know, I think they want to chat about it over their piccolo latte with their girlfriends that I go to the award-winning salon, you know. So you might get
Dash of honey.
Yeah. So you might get a little bit of new business from it, possibly.
Yeah. It's funny because like obviously on social media, they say the more, hang on, we weren't even talking about that part, were we?
You talk about social media.
Okay, so I guess when you have, they say, I don't know who they are, social media gurus, that the more following you get sometimes doesn't actually work out in your favour because they're saying then your audience is, because you don't get seen that much sometimes with the algorithm. So then you're actually not able to fill the gaps. And I do probably, like, the more followers I've got, I would say that when I do post a story about an opening, it doesn't go to, like, it doesn't get seen by the right type of people that are probably coming to me.
yeah.
Whereas, you know, your audience could be Australia-wide or different places in the world. So, yeah, I think sometimes that doesn't really help in your favour.
Yeah. Well, that was going to be my next question. Does social media followers and interaction equal money in the door?
I would say yes, depending on what kind of context you mean. So if you, like, loads of people buy followers legitimately, we've never done that. It messes up your algorithm and it has to be the right kind of followers. So if you win an award, it might be great for recruitment for some respects, but you might just get loads of hairdressers follow you. That definitely doesn't bring in any money. It just gives you more recruitment prospects. But something that we've done really successfully at Privé in the salon is an influencer campaign. We got super refined on who the influencers were. So it wasn't just anyone with a following. It was someone within our demographic that believed in more of a holistic, organic lifestyle. And we tried.
Got some pregnant people, like a pregnant influencer as well. Yep.
We literally got 262 follows from one of her posts.
Oh, wow.
And then the amount of inbox requests that we had of people saying, hey, I saw that this lady was pregnant. I'm breastfeeding. I'd love to come in. I'd love to experience this before I have my baby, or all the things. It can really work. And that kind of social media strategy literally brings in money. Yeah. Winning an award and having a load of hairdressers follow you doesn't. Yeah. Boosting a post that looks pretty, that photographers are going to follow you because they're like, that's so creative. It's not relevant. It's got to be really strategic and purposeful when you're talking about social media and ROI.
That's so true, because I feel like on my social media, like all the hair things that like, I'm a hairdresser and I'm like, oh, that's nice hair. Oh, I like that. Oh, I'll comment. And it's just all these hairdressers just commenting on hairdressers' things instead of actually getting clients, like an actual.
Do you feel like you have more access to things though? Say if you entered an awards, you get to meet more people, you get to network. Does it give you the ability to perhaps meet more people in areas that you want to meet, get, I don't know, better discounts? Is that a bad thing to say? You know, more favours? Like,
Yeah,
if you meet the right people, it'll open more doors. And can the awards be good for that?
You can go to an award ceremony and not have entered at all. They'll still take your money for a ticket. So it's just about being smart networking. Like, if your goal is to network, you don't have to enter an award. You can show up, network, meet the right people. Doesn't mean that you have to enter. I think you have to enter because of a want and desire to enter, an inner drive to do so, whether it be creative or business.
Yeah.
Because I definitely would say when I was in my younger years of hairdressing, I wanted to enter them. And it was more of that, just the thrill of it, I guess. Just being there and being in the competitions that I used to have. But it was more, those kind of competitions were
different.
on the floor that you're all there. Like the vibe. And it was, I don't know if they even do them anymore, do they? Where you all go to a place?
Hair festival. They have them in like the big ballroom where everyone goes and they do their haircut, and they still do them. They don't seem as big anymore as the photographic competition. So yeah,
That's where you can really get it, because you wouldn't do that photographic stuff on your everyday person. So it's where you can get really creative.
yeah.
And there's some amazing work out there from people, like what the hair that they do create. So
Yeah. So is the recognition on social media valuable? So if you get 10,000 likes or something on a post, does that actually do anything for you?
Likes.
Janelle's like, no.
Likes at the moment don't translate to anything. Like, honestly, likes these days, just with the way that the algorithm is, you don't want likes, you want follows. In some cases, you just want interaction and engagement. Likes don't account for anything. You can get loads of likes, but actually, if you look on the insights, barely anyone's interacted, as in like followed you or gone any further on your story or your post. So yeah, likes are kind of just.
Yeah, my mum likes my posts.
Yeah.
So does my mum. Like, God, Mum, stop commenting on the salon post. It's not my personal post.
Hi, Jade, looking beautiful.
So proud of you, darling. I'm like, oh God.
Pretty much.
That's actually so interesting though, because I feel like so many hairdressers are still searching for that like. Like, they're like, if I post this photo, this is going to, like, I'm going to blow up and it's going to go viral. Like, okay, then what?
Yeah, then where do you go from there?
But maybe that's a confidence and self-worth thing. So it might be an intangible benefit. So I actually like awards because I love everything flashy and exciting and celebrating. I'll celebrate Halloween. I don't care what country it comes from. You know, I'm just all about the excitement. So I love awards, even though if you're looking at it logically, return on investment may not be there. But I think it's actually really nice to have something where everyone can come together and celebrate each other.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I don't think it's always about the return on the investment. But which one would you put energy into? Because I think the social media recognition's totally different to the awards.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're going to look at it from an ROI perspective, you're probably better off, do you think, social media?
Social media is all about ROI, 100%.
Yeah.
Like, what is the point in creating a strategy and content? Like, it is a bit of a portfolio, but specifically, I mean, is everyone here running ads of some sort from their social media?
Yeah,
Or has done in the past? Yeah, so that's all about ROI. You don't spend money to not have a return. If you're just using it as a portfolio, it doesn't matter. If you're just using it to present your work, but if you're running any form of ad or investing in anything like a campaign, you need to have an ROI. Awards should be for the passion and the inspiration, not for the wanky title.
If you had someone apply for a job with you and you had one person who had no following but they had a great vibe, and then you had someone else who had a massive following and put all of their work on there, had heaps of likes, who would you hire?
What's their vibe?
Yeah, what is that vibe?
Same vibe or different vibe or?
No, the one with like no external recognition has a better vibe than the person who brings lots of attention.
I'd invite them both in for a trade test and see myself their work, but we always hire for personality, attitude and values before anything.
Would there be a bit of you that'd be like, oh yeah?
But if you could just come in one day a week.
Can we have a selfie? Like,
You can just change your username to .provider.
yeah. So, like, as an individual, say there's hairdressers out there that are getting a really good base following. Have they got the leg up? Was it worth them putting in all that time?
Yeah, that's the hard thing, isn't it? So I always think sometimes social media is so hard because really you're putting in all this, especially for someone that like potentially is just works for you or something like that. Like you put all that extra work in for what? Like it's all this extra time. And if you don't have a business, then what are you putting all that time into? Unless your goal is to potentially go and leave and own your own business, really. Because otherwise, social media is hard.
Yeah.
The amount that you have to post and certain times you have to post and then hashtags, and it's just exhausting.
I do
I don't know
think
why
that.
you'd want to do that unless you have to.
Yeah. I do think that this is a completely separate rant. However, when it comes to people working for a business and then having a social media platform for that business, and then they leave. And then the business expected them, well, you're to post on social media and like this is in your job description is that you're to take these beautiful photos and post, and then they leave and they get cranky because they take their clients. And it's like, you told them to.
Yeah, you literally.
You actually gave them the platform to do that. And so of course they were going to follow them. They didn't mean to, but you told them.
Yeah,
They had to do it.
Yeah, I agree with that because I feel, and I just feel like it's too much pressures as well. You already have the pressures to be in a salon, like doing your clients, and then you got to take photos and put them on social media, and then all those bits and pieces. I don't know.
Do you think it's worth it? Do you feel like it's worth the time and effort into the socials?
Look, as a business owner, I think it's needed in this day and age because
the new word of mouth.
Yeah, it's a new word of mouth. I do think word of mouth is still the top one, but I feel like social media is definitely needed. Yeah.
What were we talking about? We said that the other day, like it is the new word of mouth.
It is. It's the reach, because it used to be that you could give a really good service and they would tell their friend and that's how you get business. It's just not like that anymore. Now it's the same in terms of them telling their friends and their friends, but you reach now 1,000 people, whereas it used to be the 5 people over here. So you give one crap service and that community would be upset, but now it's everyone knows about it.
Yeah.
Like there's no hiding. Social media brings out everything.
And I feel like people will go and check you out on social media. Like I'll have people that are like,
yes.
I've been following you on social media for 5 years. And I'm like, why is it taking you so long? Now is the right time. So I feel like they do want to watch you behind the scenes to make sure that you're the right fit for them before they actually step in the door.
Maybe they use it as like a connection because we're so disconnected. This is a way for people to feel connected.
Yeah.
It's a touch point, 100%. If they come in through Google, which is more people will come through Google in our experience anyway than socials, they will Google and then they will check your Instagram. That's the second touch point. Before they make a call, before they send an inquiry, even if their friend recommended them, they're, I had this amazing service. It's like, oh yeah, what was the name again? And they check their Instagram. It's a touch point.
Yeah. I do that when I'm shopping
same.
around businesses. I'll search on the little thing and then I'll go and I'll scroll through 100 times and then I'll get told off for not watching the movie at home because I'm too busy stalking someone on social media. So I'm trying to figure out their business.
Janelle, Eco Salon Supplies Who? Let me have a look at this profile.
In terms of advertising yourselves and who you are, do you get advertising? And this I actually don't know. But through these awards, do you guys get free advertising? Do you get a bit more recognition and can you get people that way?
I'm not quite sure, do you?
Yeah, I think it depends on the award, on the federation or whatever you call it. But I think you get like published in their magazine or certain affiliated magazines. Like I think the AHFAs, you get mentioned in the journal, etc. So there's more than just a trophy. Yeah. Right. And in some cases for creative, you might get to be on a certain unique team, like the fame team, or it depends what you're entering, whether it's creative or business, etc.
So would it be, so the awards seem to be a little bit more focused on within your own industry. Consumers aren't going to see that, whereas Instagram's kind of free advertising.
Yeah.
But for consumers, is that sort of, the success is different depending on where you're going?
That's what I was just going to say. Like, oh my gosh, I'm in the journal for hairdressers that only hairdressers read sometimes. Like, that's not really then going to bring a client in your door.
Yeah, but then it's the way that you would market it. So if you were to win a prestigious award, you would, every single salon has it on their front door. Like, it's, the banner, the banner.
Why wouldn't you enter an award? It's a lot of time.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It's a big investment. It may not be your thing. You know, you might be happy just ticking along without it, you know.
you have to do it out of passion. Like if you're, this is what I mean. I'm not saying awards are the wrong thing to do and that they're BS full stop. If you or another hairdresser, just to be clear, want to be really creative and do that, then you should do it. But don't do it for the award. Do it for the experience. So it doesn't matter about whether you win or not. And then in the same turn, if you do a business award, like we entered a couple last year and we didn't get anywhere, and that was fine. And I was like, should I do it this year? And that's like, do you know what? I'm going to. I actually really like creative writing. But we did 2 different ones. And I'm not doing it because I'm desperate for the award. I actually just, I was like, it's a good experience. Would I enter a creative one? CBF. I just can't be bothered going behind the scenes with the photo shoot and you're sweating, you've got the models. But it's some people's cup of tea. So do it for the passion and the love. Don't do it just for the desperation to win.
Yeah.
The party's pretty fun.
The party. It's the journey. Yeah, the party is fun. Okay. I've been to a million parties.
Yeah.
I had a big paper around me, but...
Something that I've noticed when I'm trying to look up anything is how many award federations we have in the hairdressing industry. I can't even name them all, but we've got like the AHIA, the ASIA, like I don't even know. There's so many different ones that it's like literally 2 people in 1 year could win Hairdresser of the Year. And so there's now in Australia 2 Hairdressers of the Year, possibly 3. I don't even know. Sorry, guys. Because we've got all these different federations doing different things. And to me, and I don't know about you guys, but that kind of dilutes it a little bit. Instead of just having this one amazing one, it's like, well, this guy is, but also that one. And that one kind of also won Queensland. And like...
Is it political? Like, is it who you know, what you use, who you use? Do you feel like that plays a little bit of a part in it, which might make it a little bit less appealing because you're like, I'm not using this colour or I'm not dealing with this company, so you don't feel comfortable entering that because you don't know what your chances would be. Do you feel that there is some sort of politics?
Look, I probably definitely feel like there could be. Like as a home hairdresser, I definitely had moments of feeling unworthy and like I wasn't, like some companies probably wouldn't even look at me because I was a home salon. So I definitely feel like you could potentially not enter in the fact that you aren't part of something, you know? So, yeah.
As a outsider, like I don't have anything to do with the awards. It does seem like that. It seems like there's always the same 5-10 people that are in these kind of award spaces and it's them and their staff.
To flip the coin though, you need the sponsorships and stuff. Everyone's got to look after each other.
Yeah.
Like there is a level of looking after each other and I get that from a business perspective, you know. If someone's looking after you, you want to look after them. That's pretty natural.
Yeah.
But then does it exclude people? Like do you feel like you can't enter because you're not already in that?
I think it definitely does. I think it is a little bit. It's the same with anything in life, right? You know, people get better job opportunities and prospects because their uncle used to work at this massive company and they just happened to drop a name. And so they've skipped a couple of promotions because of it. Like, it's inevitable. But again, it all comes back down to if you're doing it for the right reasons and for the passion, not just for the award, all that stuff wouldn't bother you or phase you because you're not like, oh, well, I'm not going to win anyway, because it's not about the winning. It's like, I'm actually really passionate about doing this. And then guess what? If you show up consistently from a passion perspective, I actually think then you do stand a chance because whoever the judges are or the federation, it's like, this person's showing up.
She does not leave us alone.
Yeah, this let's give her an award and be gone with her. But no, like, it's all about doing it for the right reasons. But is there bias? 100%. Is it what you know? 100%. And, you know, if you have different connects and different backgrounds and training, I definitely think you have potentially different opportunities. But it doesn't mean that you can't be a lone ranger and win. You have to do it for the right reasons.
Yeah. As an outsider, again, something that I've noticed, and tell me if you guys see this as well, I almost feel like there's kind of 2 camps in hairdressing at the moment. There's like the influencers and then there's the award, like, you know, the competition hairdressers. And I feel like they hate each other. Is that just me? Have you guys noticed this?
Hate's a bit strong.
Hate. Okay. I feel like they don't appreciate each other's work. How's that?
Is it like influencers have just shot to fame like this? It's okay. It's like old money, new money.
Yes.
So the influencers are the new money and they've just like somehow made it. Whereas the competition winners, they were there with the foil and the cutting of the hands and all that you were telling me about, you know, and they've done their time. Is it like 2 different schools of thought? Award winners are a bit more old school. The influencers are
absolutely.
Influencers is in like hairdressers. Yes.
I think like education, you know, the
Yeah, all of those ones that have the beautiful blonde hair and they've got a lot of Instagram followers and they're doing a lot of like maybe educational content. And then we've got the old school hairdressers that we enter this award every year and we do these competitions.
3 times winner.
Yeah, and to me, on the outside, even at like Hair Festival last year, I saw the 2 groups. It was
New dance off.
almost so close.
It's on TikTok now.
It was, and you could see then the followers. Maybe I'm crazy. I'm looking too far into it, but I could see the followers of each, and you can see them strutting around. You've got like the super cool people that are wearing like exclusively black, and they've got like a cool little wolf cut, and they're chilling out with the competition people. And then you've got like the blonde girls, maybe a bit of a cleavagey kind of moment, and they're moving with the Instagram. Honestly, now I've said it, you guys are going to really notice it. You don't see this?
Well, I haven't been Perth, so I don't see anything.
I bet you're happy about it now.
It's wild. I'm like, wait, what's going on?
Okay, well, maybe I've gone loony, but someone will notice it.
I honestly haven't seen. I can really understand. Not saying you're wrong. I can understand where you're coming from, but it's just not in my scope. I'm so busy, focused, hyper focused in my lane.
Yeah.
That sometimes I just don't see what's going on around, which is probably a good thing. Maybe sometimes a bad thing because I'm not absorbing and experiencing and taking on board as much. But yeah, I'm just too busy to worry about. I'm just like, oh yeah, you're here. I'm just like, I just know I'm here and I'm going for gold.
Just trying to get through life.
And they'll each be influencing their audience, right? So if you want to be an influencer, they will influence you. If you want to do education down the track, they will. Those are your people. You're following them. If you want to be creative, you want to do the avant-garde, you will be influenced by was it the black wolf cut people? I don't know. I was like, I didn't.
The strutters. But I think, I really do think like that it's totally fine. Like we've got these 2 groups more, but like, and like, you don't, it's cool. Like, that's awesome. There are these hairdressers and there are those hairdressers and both of them are okay.
Of course. Do you think that they're more successful than, say, if you went to whatever salon name, I'm not going to say any salons, down the road, would you think that because those people are in the group, they're more successful than, say, the
Well,
guy
it
down the road?
appears that way, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah, it does.
So
I'm confused which one's which now.
it doesn't really matter. If they're in either of those groups, let's
If you're
say.
going to choose one, who's more successful? The people you saw in the awards or the guy that gives you a really good haircut down the road?
Depends on what you see as success.
Yeah, exactly.
Impossible to answer. Measure of success is different. Like, there are so many hairdressers that I've worked with in the past that are bang average. Okay, so not destroying people's hair, right? But like doing square layers and bit of a fringe, basically the same recycled haircut, just in different shapes and lengths, and just texturizing the crap out of it to make it personalized at the end.
And you're like, I could do that
And I'm
even
like,
better.
I literally don't even cut hair and I could probably do that. Same for colour, same for everything. And they're so busy. And why are they so busy? Because they are exceptional communicators. They have a level of customer care experience. Is it ethical to be like, you're not successful because actually, you know, Gabby here is an incredible freehand balayager and she has the most incredible innovative techniques, but actually she's not that good at retaining her clients or a good communicator. It's not, there's no right or wrong answer. Success is different for everyone. You can't choose a category and be like, this is successful, this isn't.
So really it just sounds like confidence.
100%.
Like if you look at it.
Passion.
Yeah, and everyone looks up to someone different as well. Like I have people that I follow on social media that make me feel really good about myself. And then I have some that I'm like, you know what, this person doesn't actually make me feel good anymore. I'm going to have to unfollow them kind of thing. So I think it just depends on what your person is. And you don't have that flash judgment. You're very nice. You know, we're like, because you have 50,000 followers, you are very successful. You don't have that just quick, oh, catch myself, I love everybody, you're all successful in your own right.
I absolutely do. No, I have the like.
Yeah, for sure. And like I do, I'm like, oh, look, I am terrible at social media. Awful. I think I have 36 followers. So if you want to follow me. Do my link below.
Let's make it to 40 by the end of this.
It's like, I think I'm successful in life. But if I went and looked at someone else who was in my position at another hair care company and they got 100,000 followers, I'm like, oh shit, they're so much better than me. You know,
They could have paid for all
what's their secret?
maybe I paid for mine.
I just had a low budget.
Your family.
10 cents for 30 bottles.
I also have 35 accounts. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I have that flash judgment where if someone came to apply for a job, I'd be like, oh, they must be really good because they've got 100,000 followers.
Yeah, and look, you definitely do, don't you?
I've lost that a bit now. I don't know. It was like what we said about my coaching page, remember, without going into it, but that I have like 600 followers because it's a new business and the salon has lots more followers and so does Frey Hair and Makeup. Even my personal page does. And I got trolled and this guy's like, someone pretending to be successful trying to teach other, but and I was like, that's based on the fact I have 600 followers, but I actually do a whole lot of other things, and that just goes to show. But that doesn't faze me because I don't need to prove. Do you know what I mean? It's your perspective. And I think when you've worked with a lot of influencers, you realize very soon the weight of like followers isn't always relevant, because some of them that have got like 100,000 versus some micro that have maybe 10,000, you get way more traction on the 10,000 because it's way more engaged audience, way more relevant. So it just doesn't wear as much weight, I think, when you get into it and you experience it a bit more.
And like, what is an influencer anyway? You could have 36 people that you're influencing
They
right
all
now.
care about what I say.
Yeah, exactly. So you're an influencer.
All related to
If I said you should all drink that brand of coffee, they would.
Yeah, so you're an influencer to somebody. Like you could just have 5 followers. You're influencing
I
someone.
love you, Gemma.
Janelle, I think you actually have a very interesting perspective of this for your hairdressing, given you don't have social media for your freelance hairdressing. Why?
Really?
No.
Because my books are closed.
Yeah. She doesn't.
So I don't take new clients. So I cannot put out more work to then
Just waste of time.
exactly, and also just to let people down. Like, I'm not taking new clients.
Yeah, it's like, you want this? Too bad.
Yeah, you want this? Come and get it. Oh,
Yeah.
no, wait, you come.
Yeah, but if I was still in business, of course it would be, yes, I would keep it up for sure. But
Just do a round of applause for someone that has closed their book. That's a really big deal.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I only work one day a week, but yeah.
It literally doesn't matter.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
But I love when we were talking about it. Yeah, Janelle's like, I don't have an Instagram. Like, why would I? I don't need new clients. And she doesn't, you never want them. So
I still get some referrals. So word of mouth is still active, guys.
It always will be.
and what do you say to them?
Tell your friends.
Get very
Tell your
organized.
nice friends.
Book in now.
That's so good.
So awards and all of the recognition, basically don't do it just for the award, is what we're saying. So you can be
you
an
have
influencer
to.
even with 36 people following you.
All right, guys, I have a question for you. Given we've been talking about success, what does success look like to you? Now, I will start while you work it out because someone asked me this so long ago and my answer has always stayed the same. It is having someone do my washing for me. As soon as that happens,
You've made it.
I am at success. Currently, I have a housekeeper that occasionally brings in my washing. I'm so close. I'm so close to having someone do my washing for me. And once that happens, you'll never see me again. That is success to me.
Podcast done.
Which is a very, I know it's a weird marker, but that means that I have,
Yeah, mine's never washing my hair again.
yeah,
I would love to have my hair blow dried every week. I've made it then.
yeah, that's success.
Still working on it. Gabby will not.
Because she's too busy doing the washing.
What about you guys?
Mine's not really financial. Mine is just making sure, of course, bills are paid, of course, and just ensuring that what I'm doing, I can wake up every day and be happy, be confident, and feel good about what I'm doing.
Mine is having the freedom, financially, physically, to express and live all my dreams, travel the world, give my children the most experiences and opportunities that maybe I wasn't able to have, but also via that way, because obviously money has to come from somewhere, right? Being able to build success for my team as well. So giving them the opportunities in a job that they're passionate about and love, which in turn gives me that freedom, because that's the thing, right? If they're successful, I'm successful, everyone wins. That for me is success. 100%, mate. I'm gunning for it. Yeah. Every day.
You still tanned from your Greece trip.
Oh, this was a little bit of an additional factor.
Pain.
Yes. But no, that is success for me. It's not actually monetary, it's freedom. It's the ultimate success.
Yeah, I feel like my success is always ever evolving, but mine definitely at the moment is being there more for my family. And as my kids get into high school, my biggest thing has always been when they get into high school, I want to be able to be there, because that's when they get more problems. And, you know, I feel like I need to be able to be there at that stage for them. And like you said as well, Jay, with the team, and like success as in with business and how they're evolving inside the business and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, and giving my kids the opportunities that I wasn't able to, but just wasn't for us as children kind of thing. So, yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing more amazing. Like, it's the same as when a client says to you, oh my God, this is the best hair I've ever had. I'm so happy, thank you. It's the same thing as when a staff member says to you, I'm so happy at this job. I've never worked. I'm so grateful to have you. And that for me is like the ultimate. I go home and I'm like, killing it. Yes. Oh my God, I love this. I could just work forever and never have a break. And then I'm like, no. But yeah.
So all in all, none of that equals
An award.
None of you said awards. No. None of you said social media. None of you said followers. No recognition either. Like, there was nothing about I want to be recognized as this or that. It's more of like the feeling of freedom, I would say all of us want. We want the freedom to not have to do something.
Yes, that's right. An opportunity to do something else on my phone while someone does something. Same thing.
To get more followers.
Danielle_Suffolk.
Put the link below.
We'll put it in the show notes.
God, how embarrassing. All right, well, thanks everyone for joining us today, and I think you're all successful.
Thank you. So are you.
Yeah. Yay, thanks, guys.
Thank you.